What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today we're going to talk about Bob Trevino Likes It. Yes, he does. That's a thumbs up from Bob Trevino. So this is a roadside attractions release that dropped in March 2025 and is currently available video on demand and Hulu, but has no known audio description from what I'm able to find. So, which is not unusual for roadside, although they have dabbled in audio description, but not typically. I wish they would dabble more in it because they've been around long enough that it's not like that they can be like, oh, what is audio description? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You've been around for like 20 years. What is audio? So yeah, they don't really have too much of an excuse. But Barbie Ferreira stars in this, and I was unaware of who she is, and I now would like to know who she is. I think she's really good. I like this movie. John Leguizamo's in this as well. He's probably the biggest name draw to the film in case you have to have a hook to bring you into a film. So, it's kind of got an interesting plot where Barbie plays this girl who's got her dad's a douche, just like like in every scene, uh, just I don't know. He's older and he cares far more about getting laid than anything else at his age. He doesn't even care about the daughter. And as the movie progresses, she unearths some like old memories where it's just like, did he ever really care about her? You know, and she's sort of been unpacking this weird sort of like emotional trauma her whole life. But her dad is Bob Trevino, and she, at one point in the film, her dad just stops talking to her because she was responsible for costing him, I guess, a potential hookup. So obviously that means no more daughter. So she's left without one, and then she's sort of scrolling on the internet trying to, I don't know, keep tabs on her dad. And then all of a sudden, somebody on social, Bob Trevino, pops up, same name as her dad, and they start this weird sort of relationship. It's as it being John Leguizamo, so it's not her dad, but he's like a really nice guy, and he works on this friendship that they have, and it ends up sort of being emotionally what she needs in life. At one point, she refers to him as the dad and as her dad, and he asks her about it later on, and it's like she knows. I mean, she don't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but she just needs that connection in her life because she's never really had it before. And I mean, it is coming from somebody named Bob Trevino, so she's finally getting that level of love and respect in her life, and it's something that she needs. And it's just kind of, it's a nice film. It's kind of sad, but it worked for me. And it worked for me without audio description. It didn't work all the way for me because, yes, there are plenty of scenes. There's one scene in particular that would be a huge spoiler where I was like, what just happened? And then towards the end of the movie, I was like, I think that's what happened, but I'm not 100% sure. Pretty certain we went there. And so I struggle to say, to leap at this with like open arms and be like, everyone should watch this. I would say with, with blind people, if it's on a streaming service you already subscribe to and you're open to trying to watch films like this, and you have, I don't know, any sort of personal connection to the subject matter, and it feels like it could be rewarding for you as an experience. It's not the greatest non-audio described experience that I've ever had, but it's also not the worst. And there is some emotional core to this film that I liked. So, John Stark likes it, likes Bob Trevino, who liking it. Uh, but yeah, I can't like give too much of an elated without accessibility. It feels like there's a ceiling for a lot of this stuff. It's like, how high could I possibly ever go? And because there's always stuff that's missing. There are always scenes where I'm like, what just happened? What is that? Contextually, where are we? It would have been nice to know. So, yeah, this film could benefit so much from. This film could go from being like a, like maybe like an honorable mention for the year for me to being, or like a, if I were to do like a most underrated films of the year, that films like no one else is talking about list, to actually being on my top 10 or 15 if it had audio description. It has that kind of potential behind it. But that lack of accessibility is what ends up sort of breaking it away from the pack, and keeping it sort of down on the list. So, but it ends up being a recommend, which is, I guess, all it really needs in this world of, we live in everything is fresh and rotten. Everything is thumbs up, thumbs down. Everything is, you know. So, yeah, I'm fresh on this, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I liked Bob Trevino Likes it. I went into this film with absolutely no preconceived notions about anything, just casually watched it. Hulu had it, so I didn't spend any money on it. And I don't feel like I wasted my time, and I felt like I got something out of it. And I think Barbie Ferreira is worth paying attention to this year, especially when we're talking about like breakthrough performances. Not sure who she is, if I've seen her really in too much, but I have a feeling I haven't. And I think she's clearly the lead of the film, so I think she should be in some sort of conversation at least for breakthrough of the year. But I don't think anybody saw this movie, so I think they're going to go with somebody else who broke through, like Damson Idris in F1, who was in a movie that made a lot of money. So, that's it. Those are my thoughts on Bob Trevino Likes It. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the other side.